And we're back to Syracuse, ready to get started. But first, we need some tactics. And when I think about tactics, I need to keep in mind that 1, we just got promoted, and 2, we're expected to finish bottom of the league with the current squad that we have. And therefore, my first pick after some deliberation is going to be a controversial one, but nonetheless, this makes me feel the most comfortable. Your classic 4-2-3-1. We have good talent in midfield and we have good wingers relative to our team. And so I felt like this tactic gives us the most opportunities with the players that we have. Now in the left back position, we will have Zanini. Well, we won't have Zanini actually, because a couple days ago he got injured and he'll be out for at least 3 months, possibly 5. So the first order of business that we'll have to do in the transfer market is getting a new left back. In central defense, we will have Bonacchi and Pacchiardi. Pacchiardi is the most experienced center back on our team, so he's going to start. He's not super fast anymore, but he's still good. And he will pair up with Bonacchi, who's a very serviceable, physically and mentally, hopefully good player. Technically, has some good tackling and marking, so we will be relying on that. And on the right wing, Mattia Puzzone, our number 1 breakthrough prospect, will be just that machine running up, running down, contributing both offensively and defensively on the right wing. In possession, we will have a box-to-box midfielder and a defensive midfielder set up. We will have Frisenna as the box-to-box midfielder with some good teamwork, good work rate, so he'll be able to just go up and down as well. And then we have Filippo Damian, who is a very determined individual with some good vision, good work rate, good passing, tackling not very good, but maybe we can get away with it. If not, we will always have Racine Ba on the bench, ready to come on. So that spot will be between those two. And then we have an advanced playmaker in Carmelo Limonelli, who has good vision, good passing, very good physicals, good concentration. We will be hoping to channel some plays through him. But more importantly, we have the wingers. We have Valente, who is one of our more important players, very experienced, still okay physically, but mentally and technically very good. He has good first touch, good passing, good technique. Not the best in the finishing department, but because we have Puzzone running up and down on that right side, I'm instructing Valente to come inside and get closer to Limonelli and closer to goal. Hopefully he can contribute that way. And on the left wing, we have Alma, who will be a winger, just running up and down again, good dribbling, decent-ish crossing, but good corner, so he will be providing on the left wing. And up front, we will have our own Gianluca Contini, who will just be there to receive the ball and put him away. We are using a wing play style, which means that our team instructions look like this. In possession, we have standard passing directness. I was kind of contemplating whether we should go more direct or standard, but I stuck with standard. We have a standard tempo as well, standard time wasting. When we get the ball, we are instructing our players to immediately launch a counterattack and get to the opposition's goal as fast as possible. We are instructing our players to go wide because we have those wingers and wingbacks. We'll be looking to play for set pieces because we have a great set piece taker on our team, so we'll be hoping to capitalize from those spot kicks. Creative freedom-wise, we're in the 3rd division of Italy, so I feel like I cannot really ask too much of my players, and our build-up strategy will be to bypass the press. We don't want to get caught in, some shorter passing, some opportunities where the opposition can just get the ball off of us and maybe just trick us into losing the ball. We will try to get past them as quick as possible. We will be taking short goal kicks to make sure that we don't lose the ball there. Those short goal kicks will be to our center backs, who will then distribute to anyone else on the field. We will have balanced supporting runs and balanced dribbling. We will have both flanks available for the ball to be played. It's ideally, part of a wing play system where we just pass it out to the sides, and then our strikers can receive the ball from the wingers who just either cross them via low crosses here that we have selected, or get the advanced playmaker from the side, or wait for someone to arrive with the attack and play them from those wide positions. Our pass reception will be balanced, patience balanced, shot from distance balanced. We're not going to do much there. So that's our in possession strategy here. Out of possession, we will be relatively easy. We will have mid blocks, standard defensive line, standard defensive transition, standard tackling, where we will make some efforts to get the ball back. Is going to be our pressing. We will ask our team to press, as well as our strikers to press the opposition goalkeeper. Maybe they can force them into a mistake and receive the ball back. We will try to stop crosses from the opposition and make sure that they are trapped inside, where we have more players, more opportunities to get the ball back. So that's the main tactic that we're going to roll with. It's a 4-2-3-1, maybe a 4-3-3 in defense. And if this doesn't work, if it feels too boring, if it feels just not right, then we can always switch to our Siracusa 5-3-2-2. Now the players are kind of out of place here, and I'm not going to take the opportunity to just rearrange everyone, because then I'll have to arrange them back. But essentially, if we need, we will have a 3 at the back formation, 2 wingbacks, similar midfield to the other tactic, but we have 2 strikers in this position. One of them will be a channel forward, and the other one will be a central forward. My mistake, one of them will be a deep lying forward, and one of them will be a center forward, which will be Contini, obviously. If we need to bring on a deep lying forward, that player will ultimately be Luan Capani, but he will not be playing right now in that position. If we want to look at team instructions there for the 5 at the back, we will be more direct, standard tempo, standard. It will be a very similar setup, with the exception that we will be enabling our team to dribble more, but it will be very similar otherwise to the other tactics. So it's mostly the formation where I have 2 different ideas, and we're going to roll with this 4-2-3-1 to start the season, see how that goes. When it comes to set pieces, just to really spend 1 minute here, attacking corners will be aimed at the near post. On one side, it'll be an in-swinger by Michael Candiano, who's our best free kick taker, corner taker. And on the other side, it will be an outswinger by Zanini, who once again is injured, so we're going to have to find a backup player to take those corners and be on that left side. Free kicks, shooting range, Michael Candiano. We will be hoping that he scores many a free kick goal for us. Wide free kicks, very similar to corners, aimed at the near post, same takers, same aerial threats. And then deep free kicks will be taken by Giuliano Alma, who will take them from the left side. And then on the right, Michael Candiano, very similar to corners and wide free kicks. And when it comes to throw-ins, the one thing that I'll show you is that we will not try a long throw, because nobody on our team is good at long throws. So we'll try to work it in the box and try to create chances from there. Penalties to close out our tactics section here. Obviously, Michael Candiano, whose penalty taking is 14. His composure is not the best, but if we don't like him, we will have Luan Capani and Gianluca Contini if we need them. Now, when it comes to recruitment, our number 1 priority will be to find a left wing back, which we will attempt to do by looking for somebody who's of decent current ability, decent potential. I don't really care about the age at this point. I really only care that he's a capable player to occupy the left wing back position, preferably with good free kick taking and corner taking ability, because we'll have to find someone who's able to take an in-swinger from that side of the field. Outside of our left wing back focus, we'll be looking for just free signings in general, we will be looking for okay current ability with some decent potentials. Once again, the age doesn't really matter. And all we need to make sure is that their contract is either expired, is a non-contract, or that they are not at any team. And as our third focus, we will be looking for just loan players. Once again, any position, loan status listed with some decent to good potential, because if we're able to get better players that are listed for loan, then we can potentially fight for the promotion spots, essentially. So that's going to be our recruitment. Let's go and attend a press conference. We're making Syracuse look so exciting that we have attracted a total of 1 journalist to our press conference. Salvatore Scopece to kick off the huge press conference here. Okay, let's kick this off with the first question from Riccardo Scarcelli. Obviously, he's the only one here. Riccardo's asking, what does it feel like to be the new Siracusa head coach? Well, Riccardo, first of all, thank you for showing up. I think we will be best friends when we reach the Champions League final, and you will be the person that I allow the first question, and maybe the only question, because you're the only one that believes in us right now. And I appreciate that, Riccardo. Now, obviously, it's a real honor to be entrusted with this role, and I'm excited about the future. Ricardo's then asking, what made you want to manage Siracusa? Well, Ricardo, there's so much potential here. Just look around yourselves. It's everywhere. And that's right, if you look outside the window and you see the ruins of the olden days, the lost glory of Syracuse, don't you want that back, Ricardo? Don't you want that back? Was there anything that gave you reason to doubt whether this was the right job? Ricardo, let me let you know that there really were no doubts. From the moment the opportunity came my way, I knew I wanted to be here, What was it about this job in particular that appealed to you? Listen, Ricardo, like I told you, this city was once one of the greatest on earth. Rivaling the Greek, rivaling Rome. I want to get that back. And what better opportunity is there than to take Siracusa Calcio to the very top of the game? That said, I share the club's ambition to be the very best they can be. That's the sort of place I want to work in, Ricardo. You're a noted polyglot. How useful is your multilingualism in today's playing culture? Yeah, it'll give us a boost in so many different areas. If we can use it to help us win, then all the better. Syracuse clearly have lofty ambitions, and hiring you is set to be the latest step in meeting them. Thank you, Ricardo. That means genuinely a lot. Are you the right person to deliver on their apparent promise, especially in the short term? Ricardo, that's a very good question. I'm honored to have been asked to guide this great club towards their goals, and I firmly hope we can experience some fantastic moments together. Does the Syracuse squad have enough quality in your opinion? Ricardo, I feel like that's a leading question. I don't really appreciate that, but let me try to answer, because I like you. I still respect you for showing up. My approach is based on mutual trust, I trust them to perform, and I believe we're well set. That's all I can say. Have you had the chance to meet the players yet? And what do you make of them in general right now? Listen, it's an exciting time to be a Syracuse player, and everyone's in a positive mood. Do you have a message for the Syracuse fans? Ricardo, I feel like that's the most important thing here, because the fans will play a huge part. They'll come here in their numbers. They'll follow us around the country in all weather, and we'll need that. Without the fans, we're nothing. Everything we do for the fans. How far can you take this club? Ricardo, I'm not going to lie. We need to aim high and set ambitious targets. That's how we'll get to where we want to be. That's the only way I know. How hard do you expect to work the players on the training ground? Well, that's an interesting question, Ricardo, because I don't like managers who run their players into the ground, you know? We'll work hard for sure, but we'll be smart about it and make sure we're listening to the players most of all. I think that's how we create an environment that'll help us succeed. Is Simone Job the sort of player you look to build around? Now, Simone is a great player. He has the world at his feet, and he knows I'm expecting him to lead the charge for us in the future. Will you keep Maiko Candiano as captain? Ricardo? Great question. Absolutely. He's captain for a reason, and that's not going to change. How do you feel your squad can be improved in terms of positions? Now, Ricardo, that's a great question, and a few days ago I would have said, I am perfectly happy with the squad right now. And then we had a terrible injury that'll keep one of our players away for at least 3 months. And as a result, we're looking for a left back. While some managers are famous for their hands-on approach, others maintain a more reserved manner with their players. How do you see your management style? Now, Ricardo, I am a huge proponent of open communication. I want every single one of my players to know that they can come to me with anything whatsoever. If they have a problem with training, come to me. If they're concerned about a game, come to me. If you want to buy an engagement ring, come to me. I'll be able to give my opinion. That's the kind of coach that I want to be. And Salvatore steps in. Thank you, everyone. He means Ricardo. Essentially, he's the only one here. That's all the questions we have the time for today. And I'm not going to lie, that was many questions. So I'm happy to keep rolling. Now, we immediately got recommended this player, Pietro Rovaglia. So he'll be the first one to come on trial with us. For 4 weeks, of course. And our first player to leave the club will be the Lithuanian Ernestas Gadalavicius. I probably will not have to worry about the pronunciation for much longer. We're going to receive $16,500 for him, of which $9,000 will be added to our transfer budget. Ernestas, best of luck, brother. And with Ernestas leaving us, we will be rounding up the episode here. In the next one, we'll see if we can get more trialists into our club, see if we can strengthen our team. We will definitely be looking for a right back to fill in that gap that we currently have on the team. And then we'll see if we can maybe play a game or not. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, ciao.